passion and you have to be passionate about stuff. You have to be motivated. You have to be inspired. I basically feel that none of these things matter. How many of you here feel that kind of is a demotivation? I know there's a slight delay. That's why I'm waiting for some of these comments to pop up. I've heard people saying that I'm not feeling inspired. I'm feeling demotivated. And today's day and age, there are a lot many weightage given to these words, passion, and you have to be passionate about stuff. You have to be motivated. You have to be inspired. I basically feel that none of these things matter. That is where I'm going to start with. Yes, I've said that. I'm saying that this motivation and passion uh, and inspiration, all that does matter, because it's all about feelings, right? I feel inspired, I'll feel motivated, I'll feel passion. It has got nothing to do with doing. Don't you agree, ladies and gentlemen? Motivation or passion or inspiration has got nothing to do with doing. I believe it's everything to do with feeling, and the feeling of the hope that I can do something in the future. I think these are overrated terms. If you're feeling demotivated, doesn't matter. If you don't have any passion, doesn't matter. If you don't feel inspired, doesn't matter. My formula, the formula that I would want to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, my formula is slightly different. My formula has got 3 Ds. Okay, I don't know how many of you watched the movie Three Idiots. So this is like a 3 Ds. My first and foremost very important thing that I'm going to share with all of you is this thing called duty, right? Is it not your plan to do an MBA? Is it not your idea that you want to uh, get into the top B school in this country? Is it not that is it not your plan? So which means I believe that you have the duty of care. My father now is my father, when he says, he doesn't say, Gejo, are you going to work? Gejo, are you going to a studio? Gejo, are you doing the thing that passionate are you passionate about? My father always tells me, Gejo, are you going to duty? It's our duty. Forget passion, forget motivation. I think that you have to look at your CAT preparation as your duty amount to do this. So it is this that helps us to navigate all the shit that we keep hearing about other things. I think we are duty bound. It's our duty in our life. I don't know how many of you are working. You guys would understand. Is that we tend to feel that passion is important, but I think it's not important. 90% of the time in your work life, you're doing stuff that are boring. 90% of relationship is boring. 90% of parenting is stuff boring. 90% of life is boring. But doing these boring things really well counts a lot. And I don't know, today we forgot about this. So at this point in time, you have to tell yourself, I'm duty bound. If I'm not studying, if I have decided on doing something, if I'm not studying on doing something, then I'm saying that I'm failing on my duty. So I think let's forget passion, let's forget motivation, let's forget everything. Let's just follow this as duty. This is number one. Number two is I'm looking at direction. We'll handle that, Prashant. I'm going to come to the question. I'm just going to base everything. So you're telling me that score not improving BRC, what to do. We'll address all those questions. In fact, I've got a handle of lot many questions already. I'll address all those questions, but just want to give you some sense in terms of where you want. Second is direction. It is absolutely important that we know. So for example, if you look at efficiency, if I have a ladder, climbing the ladder fast is how efficient I am. Okay, but it is also important is the ladder is leaning against the right wall. The effectiveness, direction is important. I don't know how many of you, I think most of you, given the fact that you guys seems to be very serious, is actually using your mock analysis, mock test very diligently, looking at the direction. Some of you may even not be have joined no coaching or anything, you're studying on your own, but you still need to get a sense of direction from somewhere. So your direction, you got a track, you got a plan for stuff. That is number two. And the third is absolutely discipline. As a friend of mine wrote a book. I'm like, shocks. So I was always thinking that I should write a book on reading comprehension. Every year, start of the year, my New Year resolution is this year I should write a book on reading comprehension. It never happens. And now I've not made that my duty. I lack my direction. I also lack my discipline. So what he told me was that at the end of the day, it's good old discipline. It is sitting at 6 p.m. every night and every day and writing something. And I have to have discipline. So let's forget motivation. Let's forget everything. Let's say that if I'm duty bound to do something, I'll be a little bit of discipline wherever we are. We might our score may go up, our score may go down. We have our fluctuations that may happen, but I'm sticking to this journey. So this is my context, okay? So for those of you who feel demotivated because of the score that you're getting, ignore it. Right? If you're feeling that things are not going to happen, ignore it. I always believe, I don't know how many of you agree with me, I generally believe that thinking is a waste of time. When you think, we think bad things. I don't think that we don't think, we daydream sometimes, but you're sitting and thinking, doing. So all that is all that this is not about feeling. All this is about doing. And that's the difference between these words like uh inspiration, motivation, passion. There's a lot of feelings. Doesn't matter.